The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
There's the whistle. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
I don't think we've seen a dribbler as good as this guy, Vinicius Junior, in some time. His favourite move is to receive the ball in a wide position, attract defenders his way, where he can turn them and just leave them behind and have a clean run at goal. He's a very tricky customer and getting better week by week.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. He is through here.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Pings in across. Tries to get it clear. Now it's Mbappe. And he cuts out the supply. And this is Neymar. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Hakimi. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's there! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Imabari have penetrated for the first time.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Now, can they get him away? The Rossi gets across to intercept that. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, there's the clearance. Foden. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now it's Mbappe. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's well spotted. O'Reilly is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Well-timed, excellent interception. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's heaved it away. But they've got it again. Serginho. It's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And this is Neymar. He's beaten the...
Tries a shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
There will be 1 minute
Dealt with
at a
nicely
time.
by the defence. Hakimi. Big chance! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I'd like to draw your attention
Chelsea
to the screen
currently
right now for
behind by
information on
1-0
our
at the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Number 4.
Oh, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And we are back on the way.
Chelsea really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Foden! It's their second corner of the game. Vinicius Junior! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Vinicius Junior is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Gerrard. Looking to play him in. Pass somewhat off target. Tries to play it through. Mbappe. Can he finish? It's a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Chelsea are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
That has been cut short. Now it's Son Heung-min. This looks promising. Marquinhos. Gerrard. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's in a good... And the finish! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Vinicius Junior certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. Oh no, this does not look good. Now Neymar. It's Neymar! And it's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Substitution.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them haul themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang?
He's having a hit! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, that's the response the crowd were looking for, Peter, and it's applause all around us here.
So their fourth quarter of the game. Son Heung-min with the short one. Chelsea are looking to go forward now. Well, that looks a decent ball. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Imabari have it back and can go again. Gabriel gets over and intercepts. Son Heung-min chasing after it. Tacho makes the interception.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
And he's forced to go back. Kukcu is the team's great visionary. Rijkaard. And here's Mbappe. And that's a good ball. And he thumps it clear. They have held on just. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that.
Just a quick announcement.
Mbappe voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
For your safety.
So there it is. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, this guy, Alexis McAllister, is someone whose stock rose dramatically due to his exploits with the national side. But he's someone I see as a born footballer. I mean, he can play the 6th position, he can play in the number 8 position, but I feel he's probably best...
An absolute peach, and we have liftoff. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. I doubt very much that this was in the script. That is a great pick out, and that is expertly dealt with.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Searching pass is played there. Raya gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Driving forward. Kimmich. Kimmich is always scanning the pitch for targets. Nicely shaped ball. And he was quick to react. And it's made its way to him. And it's Neymar. And here's McAllister. And here's Shevchenko. And Shevchenko!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Neymar. And this is Shevchenko. And that Has earned a reprieve for the time being. Mirasol with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, great leap! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And here's Shevchenko. Real chance here. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's there to get it away. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's McAllister. Looking for options for movement. Looking to play him in. Mbappe! And he should have made them pay.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Great defending, strong and determined.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That's the end of the first 45. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Chelsea
Just a quick
unable to get
announcement.
back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Lottery numbers. Please watch
Well,
the
for me,
screen if
Peter,
you have a
things
ticket.
have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So straight into the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Gerrard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Now it's Shevchenko. Guardiola. Oh, this looks sharp. Distributed tidily. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And that interception was... He's going for goal! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Kimmich really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Substitution for Mirasol. Shevchenko. Coming on to replace him
Mirasol
is
have their second
Cristiano
corner now.
Ronaldo.
That has been knocked clear. And that has been cleared.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
It's going to be another corner, I think. So, third corner of the game. And he's gone looking for safety. Chelsea have the chance to go the other way. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, that's well spotted. Alexander-Arnold short changes him with that pass. And this is Batistuta. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he'd love to have another go at that.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Great vision. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And they've got a throw.
Substitution for Mirasol, Ilhan Mansons. Coming on the field is Messi. Substitutions taking place.
Out again for a throw-in.
Mirasol clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Now he's got space here. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. McAllister.
Mirasol really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Now it's Stojkovic. And the number on the board is 3. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. That's that, the end. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
Please take this opportunity.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
I think it's one of these games where both have plenty to think about. I don't
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello,
The
everybody,
fans
and
have pulled
welcome
out
to
all the
today's
stops to
match.
make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's away we go then.
Well, Xabi Alonso is the standout. He'll be looking to set the tempo and dictate the play here, Peter.
He is so integral to this team, isn't he?
Yeah, he has the quarterback influence on a team so that as soon as he gets on the ball, everyone starts making runs. He's a master passer and a beautiful manipulator of the ball.
Nicely weighted ball. Now, can they get him away? Looking for options for movement. That is good alertness. Ronaldinho. Now that looks a decent ball. Isaac! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And he's intervened well there. Yaya Toure. Oh, this looks sharp. Always onto this. Silvestre. Rijkaard. And Güler. Now it's Cruyff. First quarter of an hour gone. Counts. It's Counts! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Nice interception, well timed. Still goalless. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Aimed beyond the defence. He is through here. Can he finish? Goal! Inter! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Inter Milan have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Now it's Couch. That could spell trouble.
Chelsea are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
He is just caressing the ball. There's the shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. Chelsea have the chance to go the other way. He's cut it out.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Ronaldinho receives it in a wide position. Time and again they are repelled. And here's Isak. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Couch is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Couch. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Chelsea come in at half-time
Please be
on the wrong
reminded
end
that drinking
of a
is only
1-0
allowed in the
scoreline.
areas shown on this map. Thank you
Well,
very
let's
much
not
for your
beat about the bush,
cooperation.
Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So, into the second half.
Chelsea can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Space for him to turn and look. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Batistuta. And he's worked it through. Shevchenko! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Chelsea still this single goal behind. That'll be a throw. Couch, an individual who's prepared to shoot any time, any place. Well read, and the danger is averted. And he cuts out the supply. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Arda Güler. Arda Güler delivers the ball. That's a decent clearance. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Substitution for Inter, number 15, Güler.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
And Cruyff! Oh, what a big quick... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Ronaldinho! Well taken goal. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Inter Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
He's had a shot! Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly.
Oh, that's great. That's great concentration.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Chelsea are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence, or attack, for that matter.
And he's there to get it away.
Substitution for Inter, number 2, Xabi Alonso. Number 9, Isaac. Coming on the field, number 17, Hirotoshi
He's got
Nakata.
plenty of space out wide here.
25,
Caught offside that time.
Substitution in progress.
Nakata. Cruyff. Toure cuts out the pass. And he welcomes it in. Now it's Mbappe. He's picked his way through. Well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
There will be
Played
3
into space.
added time.
Brilliantly cut out. And he's decided to go for it. And no one is overly concerned about that. Not too much more here than seeing our time, and time is
very nearly seen out. And this is Messi. And that is as far as it goes. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit. And those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today.
Hello, everybody, and
your final
please
thoughts,
join me
Jim?
in
Well,
wishing
Peter,
a happy
I really
wedding
couldn't see
anniversary
what
for
this
one of
team
our
was
fan club
trying to
members.
achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, we're on the way.
Javier Zanetti will be having a very busy game for sure, Peter. He'll be raiding the flanks all game long, if he's allowed to, of course. But if he starts beating people and getting balls into the box consistently, I can only see one winner here.
And he does it with such an unassuming demeanour. Great chance! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely what.
That is... Oh, it rattles the bar! It's run loose here. This might spell danger.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Mbappe. He's picked his way through. There's the header!
And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. And Messi! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
And this is Shevchenko. He is through here. And the shot! And he nearly went all the way.
Shevchenko clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Ronaldinho can so cleverly bypass the press. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Paris Saint-Germain are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
Batistuta! Now, who's going to be first to this? Well, what's he giving here? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. And he is going into that little black book. Probably be looking to play it square from here. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. And he's there to clear it. McAllister ventures forward. Tries to pass it through. Zaire Emery. That's a little off target. And Batistuta! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Chelsea with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Kubasi. Silvestre is looking to influence the game from out wide. Messi. Ronaldinho. So a temporary halt to the action. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
We are glad
The midway point of the game.
Well, it was great to see them try to turn their possession and chances into a goal. They definitely wanted one before the break, and okay, while it didn't happen, things could start changing if they can continue in the same manner.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Shevchenko, number 14.
And here is the first touch of the second half.
Coming on the field, number
Well, I suppose
18.
from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Gerrard! They've scored!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
First breakthrough.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, he's been caught napping! And into the grateful arms of the keeper. He's a sharp little ball here, and he was quick to react. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly should have gone for the easier pass.
He's gone for goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. Soboslai goes short. And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Ronaldinho. Soboslai does really well to win the ball there. Batistuta. Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Skims one in. That's put paid to the danger.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire...
And Van Nistelrooy! A real chance and a real let-off.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
That's a cute ball. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
Some inspired work, that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
He's had a shot! He's got a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. Ronaldinho!
Added minutes has been
It's hit the
indicated.
crossbar. Not a bad try by any means.
Ronaldinho must have been hit by a flash of doubt then. He complicated what looked like an easy opportunity.
That pass isn't the best. De Ligt can clear it away.
Substitution on the field. Number 16, Daniele De Rossi. Coming on the field is number 21, Gerard.
That is good alertness. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
There's the whistle, and here we go.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Giorgio Chiellini, Jim. Now there is a defender who loves to defend.
Yeah, and he's a very capable one too. I mean, this guy is all about courage, physicality.
It's Fulham! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Terrific effort! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Ibrahimovic, and it's Ibrahimovic. Forlan. Oh, this is a terrific run. Now, who's going to be first to this? No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, nicely intercepted. Gerrard. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Gerrard, never out of the action for very long. Shevchenko. And here's Dembele. Oh, that's fabulous. Gerrard, driven in. Oh, good climb! And again, that is frustrating.
Maybe they're trying to cash in on this, but someone has to up the quality here, both movement and delivery.
Gerrard. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, that was no routine save.
Forlan clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's their second corner of the game. Keeper has taken decisive action. Chelsea have the chance to go the other way. De Bruyne, and De Bruyne! And it's a goal! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, that pass isn't the best. De Bruyne. Now it's Forlan. And he's picked it up out wide. And he's straight offside. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And for the first half, that is that. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Chelsea coming
And a
at
quick
half-time
reminder today,
on the wrong
everybody,
end
to
of
make
a
sure to
1-0
put any
scoreline.
litter in the bins provided.
It's been
Thank you
a
for your
pretty tepid
cooperation.
display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Substitutions taking place.
We're on the move again.
Chelsea can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, well played, well played. Chelsea come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Dembele! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So, third corner of the game. And he thumps it clear. Edmilson, a picture of focus and alertness. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Forlan. Oh, what a ball! And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Forlan is standing over this one.
Well, he's very much the go-to guy. This is right up his street.
Forlan! Oh, he's hit the bar! Al-Kubasi gets it clear. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. That's a cute ball. And it's been played through. That's the keeper's ball.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And this is Batistuta. Good decision by the keeper. Got that exactly right. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
In with the challenge. Knocks it into space. Picked out brilliantly. And the pass is intercepted. Great vision.
Munich clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Munich clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Silvestre picks it up. Gets his head on it!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Now it's Batistuta.
And that interception was most necessary. It's a
There will be
searching
1
pass.
minute added time.
Al Kubasi attempts a clearance.
It's a decent chance
The
to
whistle's
counter-attack.
gone and the game is over. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
We are glad to inform you that today...
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello, everybody.
The game yet to
Welcome
kick
to
off.
today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then. Well, Jim, there he is, the much-storied Gabriel Batistuta. Fair to say, I think he will be a handful.
Well, talk about an understatement, Peter. He's Argentina's greatest number 9, without doubt. I don't think I've ever seen anyone...
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Looking for options for movement. Knocks it into space. Neymar! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And it's Totti. Oh, a delicate chip through. That's a decent clearance. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And that is well cleared. Now it's Batistuta. Spread out to the left. And this is Neymar. Oh, what has happened here? Zanetti defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. David Villa. Totti. Totti will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And he lines up a cross. And he hits the net. Again, in a trice. And they are soaring. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Botafogo disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. It's a searching pass. And a chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Botafogo with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. That should get the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Dani Olmo. Oh, he's having a hit! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Probing pass. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. PK. Adams. This is a promising build-up. Totti going about things with real menace. And it Scholes. In comes the corner. Botafogo have their second corner now. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. PK.
2 added minutes
Totti.
has been indicated.
And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Batistuta. Now that looks a decent ball. And he welcomes it in. Tries a shot! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't
Just a
fix
quick
it. So I
announcement.
think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Today's lottery numbers. Please
So
watch
that was the
screen
first
if you
half,
have a ticket.
and we will be back with the second half shortly. The second period is underway.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Oh, nicely intercepted. David Villa over to the right flank.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Very nicely done. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Can he finish? And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Now it's Villa. Just about up to the hour now. Ball's played through. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, there's a probing ball. That's an imaginative pass. Out of play for a goal kick.
Substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
He's found a way through. Shoots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. Nicely weighted ball. Neymar. Dani Olmo. Chelsea are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Into the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Dani Olmo. It's Neymar!
Substitution for Botafogo. Number 19, Scholes. Number 21,
Oh, he's played it in low.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Keeper gets his hands on it.
Number 13, David Villa. Number
Chelsea
11,
are making a change.
Alonso.
After this, just one
Coming on the
opportunity
field,
to do so.
Number 9, Messi. Number 17, El Hadj Diouf.
Nicely
Number
shaped
14,
ball.
Kubo. Number 4, Joshua Kimmich.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Kubo, distributed tidily. Aimed beyond the defence. Tries to play it. Big chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Kubo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Number 20, Batistuta.
Botafogo have their
Coming
third
on to
corner.
replace him is number 8, Shevchenko. Substitution in progress.
And he's taking no chances
There will
there.
be 3 minutes added time.
Batistuta. That's destined for the flank. He's in plenty of space here. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the... It's Bale! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Ronaldinho with the short. Tries a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Ronaldinho, serves up a cross, and he's managed to get rid. Donadoni!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment. I'm sitting here wondering, Peter, what Roberto Donadoni's main role is going to be. One of Italy's greatest ever wingers.
It's Bale! And he should have made them pay.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Guardiola, quality ball. Nicely shaped ball. Chelsea yet to have an attempt on goal. Tries from a long way out. Gave it a go, but off target.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
And it's Ronaldinho. Now, can they get him away? And he's quick to return it. The ball has bounced loose now. Bale. And he's quick to get rid. But they've got it again. And he's there to clear it. Guardiola is always scanning the pitch for targets. Yaya Toure, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played. Well,
He'll try from distance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Bale deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Batistuta, Yamal, goes for the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Yamal, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And they've got a throw. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Gerrard! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Applies the finish! Lacking in accuracy.
Yeah, you can't blame him for trying, but that looked a little forced.
And it's Gerrard, and that's gone loose. Oh, this looks sharp. Ronaldinho. Now it's Bale. Knocks it out wide.
1 minute added time.
Kaka. That's the end of the first 45. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So there was the first half.
Chelsea certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break, as momentum is definitely with them now.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. And we are back on the way. So neither side has yet broken through. And Batistuta! That's going to go a long way. Kaka. Tries to play it through. Pass is just off target. Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. And that's going to be a booking. He'll fancy himself from here. And so we have the first set piece of the game. Summerslam! Oh, it rattles the bar. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. And the pass is intercepted. Akanji is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. And that was nowhere near his best. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Azar. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Batistuta. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Now it's Ronaldinho. Passing nice and neat. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Bale. Great vision. And this is Batistuta. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And they're back on the ball again. Back where it came from. And he's heaved it away.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Bale. Now it's Batistuta. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's got away. And that will be the final act. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Chelsea can always take more positives from a result like this.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
And that is a little undercooked. Spread neatly. Oh, easy pickings there. Neymar goes for goal! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the shot, Shevchenko! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Manchester United have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
No way through, so he's having a pop! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now that's well seen too.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
That is ended up in no man's land. Nicely weighted ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Messi is always scanning the pitch for targets. Picks out, oh, shooting chance! And he's really put himself on the line here. Chelsea with the corner, they're first. They've played it short. He's on it, he's had a shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. It's their second corner of the game. Soboslai goes short. Big chance! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
And it's Shevchenko. Foot in. Tries to play it through.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Now it's Dani Olmo. It's gone for a throw-in. Great vision. Now it's Trossard. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get on the end of this?
1 minute added time.
And Shevchenko! Brilliant from Shevchenko! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Pierce. And for the first half, that is that.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well,
Security
both
staff for
half-time
each
team
block.
talks will
Please
undergo
report
change
to the
now.
staff room
One will be
immediately.
solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So straight into the second half.
think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Marquinhos tries to clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking for a runner. Well, that has not gone well. And now the breakaway just eases him off the ball. Ball is over the line. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Has a look up and delivers. Corner number 4 coming up here. Soboslai with the short one. Yamal! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
It's a searching pass. Manchester United are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Short changes him with that pass. Messi.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Keeper's got good distance on that. And they're back on the ball again. Silvestre. Oh, that's fabulous. Takes a shot! And that's a good finish. Simplicity itself.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
After 74 minutes is number 9.
Shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's been intercepted.
Number 19.
Delivered low.
Coming on the field.
Tacho gets it clear.
11, Hazard.
Chelsea
Number
really
10,
might just end up
Messi.
kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Berbatov! And that really should have been that.
Berbatov really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Corner number 2 then.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's being shifted off it.
Manchester United can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Threads one in, and he's picked out the run.
3 minutes at a time.
Stood up well to him there. And time is up. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello, everybody,
The fans
and
have pulled out
welcome
all
to
the
today's
stops to
match.
make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk.
Takes a shot! Keeper gets just about enough of it.
Cout probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Looking for options for movement. Shoots! That's a decent clearance.
Pau Kubasi,
Gets a foot in here.
Kadiolu,
Just loves to go forward whenever he can. Tacho does well to get it back. And it's been hooked away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. So what can they make of this? Messi. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's neat. And here's the chance to counter. And the pass is intercepted. No way through. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Diaz. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And here's Diaz. Diaz! Nearly, but not quite.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Deftly away. Pumas have it back and can go again. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. And here's Shevchenko, and Shevchenko! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Pumas with the corner, there first. And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. That is ended up in no man's land. Fernandez. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. And he cuts out the supply.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And he plays one through. Count! And the ball's come loose here. Diaz is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Shapes to shoot! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Diaz really might have let his reputation get the better of him then.
And the whistle goes for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So neither side yet off the mark.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here. 0-0 at the break. So we're off again.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Oh, he's having a go!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
And Bernardo Silva! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Gerrard picks it up from the goal kick. Threads one in. Szoboszlai played into space.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, good effort! And it's in! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Chelsea have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Oh, what a ball! Shevchenko! But he's left disappointed.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And Batistuta! Oh, glorious batting goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
After 67 minutes.
He gave it plenty and some, thrashed it in.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
So that's two now without reply.
Oh, I think there's been a great tremendous to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Fernandez. Pacho. Gerrard. Half an hour gone in the second half. And here's Shevchenko, and the finish! Defending of the desperate variety. Look at the space here. Gerrard! A real chance and a real let-off.
Pumas Unam are stuck in a rut, and impatient pots at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure and something more constructive.
Now he's got space here. No luck with that dink over the top. Cleared without hesitation. Fernandez cuts it out. De Rossi calmly anticipates. Bernardo Silva running with the ball. Shevchenko. Oh, this is a terrific run. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Big chance! Same again, same outcome.
Pumas Unam really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Pumas have their second corner now.
Number 8, Shevchenko. Substitution in progress.
They've played it short. And it's Bernardo Silva. Chelsea are looking to go forward now.
4 added minutes
Tries
has
to
been
pass
indicated.
it through. 4 extra minutes added on. Gerrard. And it's Gerrard. And here's there's the shot! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a...
And that is the final whistle. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
He won't be happy with that one. And there's green grass ahead of him.
Batistuta really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Great vision. Now it's Inzaghi. Pau Kubasi cuts out the pass. And Batistuta! And needless to say, that deserved better.
What a pass, one that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished.
Now it's Stoichkov, and this is Inzaghi. Deftly away. Looking for options for movement. He's going for goal! Oh, screamer! That is a gem! An absolute gem! He just absolutely speared that in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
The first breakthrough.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Oh, shooting chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Toure with the clearance.
Chelsea really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Oh, that's a key interception. And he's quick to return it. Platini. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Platini showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Nicely weighted ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long...
Batistuta! And no mistake! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
After 45 minutes.
One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Chelsea really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Chelsea are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. So straight into the second half. Well, that's beautifully weighted. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Plays a sharp little ball here. Rui Costa. That's going to go a long way. And he's quick to snatch it back. Caceres kept his eye on it, and he's there. Can he get it through? And it's Messi. Rui Costa. Platini. Neymar under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And Batistuta! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Number 13, Stoichkov. Coming on the field is number 18, Johan Cruyff.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Cafu. Looking to play him in. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Michel Platini. He's under a lot of pressure there. And he's there to belt it away. Platini. Neymar. Silvestre is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Rijkaard. Just about up to 75 minutes. Neymar. That has ended up in no man's land. Looking for the run.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Knocks it into space.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Platini.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides.
And this is Messi. Great chance! Oh, he's done it! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it?
The goal scorer.
That really
After
is
90
quite
minutes
fabulous.
is
All his own doing.
number 10.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Taking place. There will be 3
Shoots! And that's a sharp finish. And right near the end, we have parity. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you...
So that's it. It is all over. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Messi claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Is now on sale in the stadium hall.
Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Chelsea can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom, and to wish you all...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon.
So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see, and that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches as possible, but making every one of them count. I've got a feeling he's going to be a real handful for the opposition here.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him.
A header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Chelsea certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Yamal. Yamal going like a man possessed at the moment. Yamal. Yamal's cross.
And that has been cleared.
He's having a pop!
Oh, that is rather wayward.
Messi clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Now it's Batistuta. Messi, and he's found a... Tries one from... It's hit the upright.
And he's there to clear it. Count absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we off...
And Batistuta! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Chelsea with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
They've played it short. Oh, that's a fine interception. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. And this is Batistuta. Batistuta. That's good play.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Messi! Had a swing, but it wasn't to be.
Well, I think his mind was made up the way that ball arrived, and I certainly admire his willingness to hit the volley.
No, that was never going to make it.
Looking for the run. And this is Batistuta. Threads one in.
Caught offside that time.
De Bruyne. That's a throw.
Now, can they get him away? Yamal looking to receive it in space.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
So, what can they make of this? Tacho spots it and intercepts. And this is Batistuta! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Delivered with swing. Marquinhos gets it clear.
Referee's given a throw.
And it's Messi.
That is a great pick out.
That's put paid to the danger.
Added time.
That is a brilliant interception. And the referee has blown for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So, nothing to report so far on the goals front.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. So let's get the ball rolling.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Messi.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And they're back on the ball again. Tries to pass it through. Yamal is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Tacho cuts it out. Kajolu is looking to influence the game from out wide.
Barcelona genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack, variation, unpredictability. You know, that's always key to success.
Yamal. Coming on the field is...
And that interception
18,
was most
Olise.
necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
De Bruyne can so cleverly bypass. He's had a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 13, Batistuta.
So changes afoot
Number
here,
18,
and from both sides.
Ronaldinho.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the
Coming on the
manager's not
field,
been getting what
number
he wants
6,
out of his players, so a
Shevchenko.
substitution was always
Number
going to come.
17,
I think it could have been
Vinicius
sooner.
Junior. Substitution in progress.
And it's Batistuta. And he was quick to react. That's a nicely shaped ball. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Barcelona couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
This is a promising build-up. Now it's Messi. Just the keeper in his work. Batistuta! Batistuta! Utterly brilliant! A finish of true class! And that could well be the winner!
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only...
And a shot! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
Corner number 2 then. Soboslai plays it short.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
That's a sharp pass.
Well timed, excellent interception. Chelsea still ahead by the game's only goal. And he's gone looking for safety. Kadiolu. And here's Vinicius Junior. And here's Messi.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Barcelona really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Played into space. How Kubasi can get it clear. And that's another good win of the ball. And time is up. Chelsea have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Batistuta picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Is only allowed in areas shown on this
Your
map.
reflections
Thank
then,
you
Jim.
for your cooperation.
Chelsea deservedly very...
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of Ben. He's going for goal! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it. And here's Messi. And this is Batistuta. Neymar. Gerrard. Looking to play him in. And this is Messi. Pacho. Gerrard. Yamal. Now it's Messi. That is good alertness. Distributed tidily. Yamal. Chance for a shot! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Yamal. Neither side yet able to find the net. He's through here, and he was quick to react. Dani Olmo conjures time and space where few can.
It's a searching pass.
Eintracht Frankfurt always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
This is a promising build-up. Kajolu. And here's Gakpo. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pacho. Aimed beyond the defence. And the through ball. Deftly away. It's Neymar! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Nicely shaped ball. No luck with that. Dink. Oh, terrible pass. Batistuta. Decent chance! Goal! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Now it's Kaut. Knocks it into space. Oh, super find. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. The referee's come over. It's a red card. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
Soboslai is behind this one. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Soboslai! He went for the corner. And it's half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Chelsea come in leading by just the odd goal.
Please report to the staff room
I think
immediately.
on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Chelsea just ahead here in a tight count. Oh, it's fallen loose again. And there's a goal. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Gakpo, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Kajolu. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Threads one in. Bastoni cuts it out. And it's Messi.
Chelsea are clear.
And the shot! And yes, it's there! Just one goal in it now. Game on! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Just one in it now.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Well, that looks a decent ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And that's gone loose. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Tries to pass it through. And this is Batistuta. Always goal. And Batistuta! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
And we have our very first
Coming
corner.
on to replace him is number 8, Shevchenko.
And it's been taken short. Oh, now here's it. Messi! And Messi! Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bastoni can clear it away. Lobbed in behind. Defending of the desperate variety.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Raya gets it clear. And the shot! Soboslai getting this one clear. And this is Batistuta. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Soboslai is there to clear.
Eintracht Frankfurt really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Pass somewhat off target.
3 minutes added time.
Yamal. And the number on the board is 3. Taken back almost at once. And here's Gakpo. That's at the end. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment.
Hello, attendees. This is a
Batistuta taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Kindly make his way to the
So
information
there it is.
centre.
What struck you most about that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely
Hello,
here.
everybody, and welcome
Gorgeous,
to
gorgeous
today's
evening.
match.
The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We're up and running then. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, there's a probing ball. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Bale. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Nicely aimed pass. That's a shade optimistic.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Botafogo, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Oh, that was vital. Conte. Oh, good-looking ball. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, and N'Golo.
Neymar! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Toure calmly anticipates. Count in acres of space out wide. Casillas claims comfortably. Can he spark a counter here? Bale. Ambitious ball here. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Neymar. And here's Zanetti. Zanetti got a long way forward to join the attack. Count. Well, that is a good challenge from him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Conte. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Zanetti. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, that's a key interception. Juve going about things with real menace. Looking for options for movement. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
A quick reminder today that
So your
smoking
views on the
is
first
only
half?
allowed in
Well, at
areas
least the
shown on this
defence
map.
can
Thank
look
you
back
for
on
your
a job
cooperation.
pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. So the first half brought no goals. And it's Neymar. Well, played right into his path. That's going to go a long way. And claimed it back swiftly. Neymar. Some intricate passing, looking to... It's Bale! And the counter is on. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's intervened well there. Kadiolu is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Count.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's quick to get rid.
Substitution on the field. Number 18, Dirk Kuyt. Coming on to replace him is number
Neymar.
8.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Yaya Toure. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Cannavaro. Threads one in. Messi. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Neymar. Coming on
And
the
that's
field
definitely not his
is
best.
number 13, Danny Olmo.
And he's managed to gift it back. Now it's Bale. Marquinhos wins the duel this time.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Batistuta. Coming on to replace him is number 17, Van Nistelrooy.
That looks a good ball through. Marquinhos gets over and intercepts.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
And that is expertly dealt with. Getting up there! But he's left disappointed.
Messi is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Neymar. Nicely weighted ball. Yaya Toure, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick
welcome
off.
to
The
today's
excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle. Well, here's a man who stunned everyone in that famous summer of 2002. He had a hand in his country's most famous goal, their most famous win, and he helped to introduce the footballing planet to Senegal.
Yeah, he did indeed, Peter. El Hadj Diouf, the undoubted driving force behind that fast, powerful, direct style of football that once shocked the world.
And he can thump it away. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Here's a chance! And that was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Duke is herring after that one. De Bruyne! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Wolverhampton with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Chelsea are looking to go forward now. Pau Kubasi clears. And this is Cruyff. And that's an excellent interception. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Alexander-Arnold, and it's Gerrard. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Plays a sharp little ball here. That's tidy. It's a good-looking delivery. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, well measured. He's gone for goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Quality ball. Now that looks a decent ball. And here's Batistuta.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's going for goal! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it. And that is a little undercooked. That's an imaginative pass.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual. It's Neymar! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Neymar is offering a right smile there.
They've played it short. And this is Messi. He's dealt with that really well. Wolverhampton have the chance to go the other way. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Brilliantly cut out. Great vision.
There will be 1
Messi
minute
is
at a
always
time.
scanning the pitch for targets. Nice interception. And the referee has blown for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So very little to report.
Please make sure to watch
Nothing
the
indeed
screen
in
for
terms
an
of goals
information
scored.
bulletin
After all
from
that
the regional
probing and
police
testing the
department.
waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. Back on the way then.
Chelsea clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And here's Shevchenko. Oh, that's ambitious. Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Cruyff. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And the pass is intercepted. Aimed beyond the defence. And he plays one through. That is... It's hit the crossbar. He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, was he a little smarter then, Peter, than he needed to be? I'm not sure he needed to cut it as fine as he did. He had enough of the goal to aim at.
And here's De Bruyne. Dinks one through. He's had a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Wolverhampton are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape.
And Cruyff! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Well, we've seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Counts, an individual who's prepared to shoot any time, any place. Oh, that's a fine interception. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Chelsea clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Neymar! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Neymar actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Substitution on the field, number 18.
Chelsea have their second corner now.
To replace him is number 8.
Soboslai is short. Great chance! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Lovely pass, but can he... He's having a shot! Alexander-Arnold is there to clear. It's Neymar! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Neymar really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
So, third corner of the game. Soboslai plays it short.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
A probing pass. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Gerrard. Alexander-Arnold. Nice looking ball. Juve. Ambitious ball here.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
That'll be a throw-in. that's a goal kick.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Neymar.
Well, there is some activity down on the
field
touchline.
is
It seems there's going to be a change.
13.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by...
And we're done.
So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked
Please
the most
turn your
likely
attention
outcome.
to the-